planet. And we have to realize, if you're an empath or an intuitive, what we feel and what we experience on such a heart level is so intense. But others may not feel it like us. They may just blow it off like it's not a big deal. But I'm here to tell you it's an extremely big deal. And I wish someone would have told me that the things I feel are real. I just kept criticizing and critiquing myself, thinking I couldn't hear right. I didn't understand. Oh, people said you're really a bad person. You're not nice. You're not kind. It's like, I'm probably the most kindest soul I ever met. Do I snap and break sometimes at people? Hell yeah, I do. I don't claim I'm perfect, but nor do I want people taking advantage of me, manipulating my kindness, manipulating my sweetness. And that's what I've really had to shift and understand is, if I'm going to be a broken little dolly, then I'm either going to be broken or I'm going to pull my stuff together and start taking responsibility for my life, how I feel and what I want. We must set lines of integrity. So I'm giving you permission today to call upon your spiritual committees, your healing committees, your high self committees, and ask they be of the highest vibration of divine intervention, worldly knowledge, and ask you to pull your life together to help you. We are not here to be broken, in pain, heartbroken, sad, alone, and become a victim of things that people don't even realize they're doing to us. You know why? Because they're hurting so bad and they're just blowing all this nonsense on us. But today I want you to stop. Today I give you permission to stop. It's okay to say no. Let's clear blocks to saying no at this time. The guilt you have, take a breath. Take another breath. It's safe to say no. Who cares if people talk behind your back? Because guess what? No matter how much you worry and stress about it, those people are always going to talk behind your back because they talk behind their own back. They talk a lot of crap, and we don't need to be around those people. But when you start getting stronger, you're going to figure this out. You want to call on your heart chakra and your lungs. We want to call in the feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. We want to call within the goddess within, the yin within. We want the yin and the yang to become balanced. We can't be more yang and less yin. There always has to be a balance. So, what I'd like to say now is this. You are not broken. You may be depressed, you may be sad, you may feel suicidal, but I want you to stop. I think you're just a beautiful soul that's been so taken advantage of. You've been so mistreated, but it wasn't by everyone else. It's also by us. We mistreated us because no one taught us how to take care of ourselves. So I'm here to tell you today, as of today, we start taking care of ourselves. We can take care of ourselves. We can enhance our life and those we come in contact with just by feeling the heart energy, expressing how we feel, and stop over processing all these negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative emotions. What you're going to start doing today is work on those. So let's do some heart healing. So I went ahead and I want to clear blocks to love, blocks to joy, blocks to happiness, and blocks to well-being. Sometimes we inherit from our mothers and fathers beliefs, perceptions, and judgments. In here is 62 lifetimes of stuff being downloaded to us, to you. And our moms and dads didn't do it on purpose. Their moms and dads didn't do it on purpose. But universal junk gets downloaded. That's why sometimes people can't think straight. Sometimes people have so much stuff going and they think, why would I say that? Why would I do it? Well, it's your ancestors. And we're going to give them permission right now to unload all the stuff they downloaded to you when you came in to be with your mom and dad. Put your finger in your belly button, because right now, as we breathe, we're going to be clearing mom and dad energy, grandma and grandfathers, great-grandmas, great-grandfathers. We're going to take it back 1, 10, hundreds, thousands of lifetimes, because your guides and angels are going to know how many lifetimes they need to go back. We don't have to make any decisions here. We give them permission to heal our life through setting the intention, We are accepting healing. We are open to receiving love. We are open to receiving joy. We are open to receiving happiness, and most of all, well-being. Things in life just don't change in one moment. They slowly go downhill, but sometimes as soft souls, gentle souls, we overlook things because we want someone to love us. We want someone to care about us. And sometimes if you speak up, you might get reprimanded or disciplined, but I'm here to tell you right now, let's stop it. No more. It's okay if we have to walk alone. It's okay if we have to work through the emotional and mental trauma and psychological and physical trauma we experienced. We chose it. We picked our mom and dads. So with our finger in our umbilicus, we're going to take a breath. And right now we're going to clear mom and dad energy, biological mother and father. Take a breath. Keep breathing. I want to say, let's clear all our mom's energy, her mothers, her fathers, their mothers and fathers, for heartache, pain, suffering, and sadness. Sometimes we inherit it genetically, cellularly, and emotionally. But right now, we're going to ask it be released. Any beliefs, perceptions, and judgments that keep us conflicted, confused, let's clear it now. Let's breathe in a lot of love and exhale forgiveness. Let's go to our Father's side of the family with our finger in our umbilicus and say to our Father, any injustices between the two of you, between us, I forgive. I'm going to ask at this time any thoughts, feelings, emotions, vibrations that I got genetically encoded from you, your mother and father, their mothers and fathers, 1, 10, hundreds, thousands of lifetimes. I need to sever them, cleanse them, and clear them if they're no longer for my highest good. Take a breath. As we do this, we're going to ask that all programs and beliefs regarding depression, sadness, guilt, shame, be cleared from our heart chakra, from our lungs. Things I'm aware of, things we're unaware of, they need to be identified, released, and cleared. Take another breath. Clearing all blocks to joy, all blocks to happiness, all blocks to love. Thank you. What I want to also ask for at this time is inner peace, clearing all blocks to inner peace that I may have lived in this lifetime that created energies causing disharmonies, deceptions, deceits. Whether it's energies that I personally experienced or I created for others, first off, I want to forgive myself. I want to forgive those I've hurt, and I want to forgive those who've hurt me. Please take a breath in. So now I feel down in my solar plexus and in my diaphragm a lot of discomfort. You can put your hand there and just breathe until that energy goes. You can also use like an etherical cord to release. We want to let go of things we're aware of and unaware of. Sometimes we come in with savior contracts that we want to save our mom and dad and their generations from all the pain they experience, and then we come into this human body and realize we can't quite do that. So let's give permission to our abdominal area to release all gastric pain, all disharmonies, because we hold on to so many emotions there. You can take your hand clockwise with your finger in your umbilicus. You can take that energy and just move it clockwise and just allow things to be let go. We don't have to identify them, but if you're feeling them, you're experiencing them through your breath, you're telling all these beautiful committee members of the highest vibration, I need your support, I need your love, and I need you to help me move these energies throughout my life. They're not supporting me today or tomorrow. Take another breath. Breathe in love. Breathe out forgiveness. Thank you. Now, I want to clear blocks to taking life too seriously. Sometimes with all this emotional trauma, all this sadness, all the grief, we forget to laugh. We forget to be joyful. We forget to look in the mirror and say, I love you. You're amazing. I want you to do that every day. I want you to look in the mirror, whether you believe it or not, and I want you to look in your eyes and just be like, I love you. You're very amazing. I support you. And breathe in. If you feel uncomfortable, if you cry, I want you to do this until you don't. You can take your fingers, you can snap it, which means, hey, I need your help. I'm very uncomfortable. But you know what? Until you love you, until you support you, until you realize you're so amazing, we got to teach the world how to realize this about us. And if we don't feel it within our own soul, let's just surrender all the harm, all the brokenness, all the victimization that we've allowed in our lifetime from others and from ourselves. Take a breath and release. Take another breath in and release. Let's clear blocks to love, compassion, and forgiveness for ourselves. Those are some of the things that Source was saying we really needed to work on, each one of us individually. Let's clear those blocks now through our breath. Just take a breath in and exhale. Let's clear it again for our mothers, our fathers. If we have brothers and sisters, if we have children, our grandparents, set our intention that when we breathe this in, we're clearing it for those before us and those that come after. I'm going to ask our cellular memory, stop reproducing this pain, these struggles, these challenges. Breathe in again and release. I'm going to ask that all blocks to compassion. Maybe we've attracted people in our life, maybe they're our soul family members that aren't compassionate enough, and we feel we should have them being loving, more kind. Well, they're teaching us some pretty valuable lessons, and I can also say sometimes they're pretty painful lessons. They're quite challenging, but I'm going to give you permission today to stop taking it. You don't have to be defiant, but what you can do when you're sitting on your own and you're feeling that, you can put your hands on your heart and your lungs, and you can see the visual of them, and you can breathe in love, exhale forgiveness. Breathe in love, and you can also identify each little area of life that's caused you some trauma, some tragedy, some toxic shame. And you do that with such a good, loving heart energy. I don't care if you curse them out. Eventually you're going to get to the place of appreciation and gratitude where you say, thank you for helping me identify this. I have pushed it down for so long. I didn't even want to look at this. But thank you for bringing it to my awareness. Now I can address it. I can work through it. And I feel a lot of tightness here. Let's just go into our throat chakra, feeling it with the blue healing energy and love and light, asking that we clear our blocks to communication. Sometimes we have to push things down. We were told we were never to express, but I'm here to tell you that's not true. We don't want to be defiant and ugly unless it's absolutely necessary. But what we're trying to do is tell our soul, no, you know what? My life needs to have balance and harmony. I need to learn the art of communication. So let's just clear blocks to communicating, because I feel a lot of discomfort. Just put your hands here, fill it with love. Take a breath in way down to the umbilicus and release. Let's ask that blocks to communication that we may have genetically inherited from our mother and father. Maybe we had a very young mother and father that was very verbal and we were afraid. Let's clear all our fear that we inherited from our mothers, our fathers, our ancestors, and maybe we have birthed into our own children. Let's take a breath. I want to clear blocks, that you can just take that etherical cord and pull any blocks. I feel a lot of tension here, and I do everything with such love and such kindness. If you have, I still feel some things here, so some of you might be having some blocks. Just touch it with such kindness, such love. Give permission to release it and let it go. Take a few more breaths. Just ask the heart and the lungs to let go of disappointments, to stop reliving them, stop replaying them. Just simply put your hands here. You can put it to your heart, your lungs, your throat, and say, I've been replaying these messages over and over, and now today I'm done. Thank you for bringing this awareness to me. With awareness, I can now heal. I can heal through my breath. I can heal through my thoughts. When these thoughts repeat, acknowledge them. Say, hello, I hear you, thank you. But today I want to let this pain, this suffering go. Figure out the word that keeps replaying, the emotion, the feeling, and do your own soul journey of healing. Thank you.